Put it like this, when you just get pushed down or pushed aside before you get to even prove who you are and what you can do, it hurts a little bit worse than you failing from trying. With that being said, I just had this word, that word that I was telling you guys about called faith. Can y'all say that with me one time? Faith. Nah, see, I'm big on energy. I need you guys to scream it. Faith. There we go. Yeah. So I had this thing called faith, and I just knew I have to do this. Because it's not out of reach. No pun intended. It's not out of reach. I can do it. I just know I have to put my mind to it. I have to focus, and I have to not accept no for an answer, and I have to not accept failure. I knew that. Over time, I got in the band, was trying to figure out, so put it like this. Most people, when they get in the band on the drum line, play instruments, they try to figure out how to play the drums, right? Or play the instrument first. My hardest part was trying to figure out how to hold the drumsticks before I could even play. So I already kind of started off a little further back than most. That didn't deter me. I've tried rubber bands, regular rubber bands. It didn't work. I didn't have the leverage that I needed. I've also tried like wristwatches, like Velcro wristwatches. We was in middle school when I was trying. So I had a great group of friends that were helping me. Last but not least, we were trying this thing. I'll show you guys how old I am. Back then, in the early 2000s, yeah, I'm not that old, but, and I told this story, and the reason why I say this is because I told this story to a group of kids I was speaking to, back in the Gap a little bit, not too far, but people used to wear wristbands, headbands for clothes, for drip, for swag, back then. And the kids didn't believe it. They was like, nuh-uh, we play sports in those. Like, we wear those with Jordans, yeah. But with that being said, we tried that. And with that, I put the drumstick in, and I had the leverage that I needed. From then on, I got excited. I got too excited. Before I even hit the drum, I'm dancing. I got it. I'm walking around with the stick, doing this with my nub. Just, oh yeah, never hit a drum yet. Don't even know how to play. But I was excited because it was a step forward and then a step closer to what I wanted to do. Got to fast forward a little bit. Middle school, it was cool. It was just extracurricular. High school is when it got competitive. This is what I've been asking for all the time. I want to do something competitive. I want to do something I can call my own. Do something that I can work to be the best at and talk a little noise. I'm very competitive. I talk noise. I do. I also had a section leader named, I won't call her name. She's a female, and it was her senior year. She gave me the hardest time about being on the drum for no reason. And I could not understand why. She would not show me anything. She would teach the rest of my peers that were in the same grade as me. She would teach them. When we all had to exercise or be disciplined, we all got disciplined, but I didn't get the reward of getting on the drum. My brothers and sisters did, but I didn't. So at a point, I just felt like, what is this for? Like, what am I really doing? Is this what I really signed up for? It was frustrating. No, I didn't want to quit. No, I never got to the point where I wanted to give up. Not right there anyway. I fought through it. She stayed on me, kept giving me a hard time. But I had my brothers and my sisters with me. They came up, they always got my back. When I mean my brothers, it's my band brothers and sisters. They got my back. So, this one game, the biggest rivalry game of my city, Beaumont, Texas. I'm from Beaumont, Texas, originally. The biggest game of the city, my mom was like, hey, we're all gonna come to the game. And I said, all? She was like, all. Mom, dad, cousins, uncles, brothers, and friends. I said, so y'all coming by a tour bus deep. Cool. But the only thing about that was, at those football games, because this was the first game that they were going to come to my freshman year, and it was towards the end of the season, big rivalry game. The only thing about that, you guys, is I never touched a drum on the field. But my mom and them never knew that. They never knew that I wasn't getting the actual playing time on the instrument. I was nervous. I was scared. At the same time, I didn't want my family to drive and come all. I'm trying to talk them out of it. You know what? Next year, y'all, I'm going to be a little old. I'm going to know everything. I'm going to have it smooth. Nah, we going to come see this game. It was scary. It was scary because it was like, I don't want my parents to see me just participating. I don't never want to be the guy to just get an A for effort. I want to bust my tail, do what I have to do, and be great at it. And if I'm not great at it, then I want to keep going until I become great at it. So I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm telling this to my band peers. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I want to do. Like, I'm not going on the field with no drum and just stand there. Not today, not when my parents are here. Any other day I do it. They said, don't worry about it, we got you. What do you mean you got me? We're freshmen. We have no leverage in this band. We do what we're told, basically. They say, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it, we got you. Just do what you normally do. Go to your spot when it's time to go. So when a band do a field show, they do the whole entire field show marching up and down the field. And I would stand on the side along with a few others. And once we get into that dance routine, you know, when the bands get to really putting on the show dancing, that's when we run out there. So that part came. And when it came, my heart just dropped. It just dropped, and it was like, I don't see nothing that they said to just trust him on. Because they was like, don't worry about it. We're going to make sure you got the drum. We're going to make sure you got the spot. You don't look like, you know, like you're just standing. I didn't see anything. This is right before the field. But you know what? I had that one word that I was talking about again. What's that one word again? Faith. What'd you say? Faith. Okay, cool. That's that word right there. I had faith because they told me to trust them. And every time they told me to trust them before, it got me this far, it worked. So here go me, I'm walking out there, just, you know, going to my little spot. And before I can finally turn all the way around, my friend was right there with that drum. Right there. Surprised me, because I didn't see the drum nowhere. But the most mind-blowing part is nobody on the field, not the band directors, not the section leaders, nobody on the field knew that this was going to happen but me and those 3-4 people. They made that happen because they knew I was scared. They knew I wanted to be able to show my parents that, you know, I'm out here playing. I'm out here not only just participating, but I'm actually keeping up and doing everything everybody else is doing. I'm not going to lie. Literally right there, playing in that field in front of everybody, I started shedding tears. I didn't know why it was. It might have been excitement, or it might have been the fact that this is really happening. Meanwhile, I'm playing. That section leader looked down and she's like, no! And I'm like, yeah. Did the show, executed the show, came off the field. Everybody was clapping. My parents, I looked up, my parents were smiling. Dad was giving me a thumbs up. I couldn't give it back though, I just pointed the nub. There we go. But it was a feeling like no other, like just having faith, just knowing that it's gonna happen before I can see it or before I can get visual proof. Anything you want to happen is possible. And that in itself helped me for my next career or for my next chapter in my life, which was becoming Trey Nubbs. And I won't take up all your time with that one. Being a social media influencer, I put myself on the forefront in front of the world every day. I mean, you have the great people that, you know, support what I do and they love what I do, the motivational side, but then they also have the people that call me names. They also have the people that say, you know, hey, look, we prefer not to have you on our timeline, or we prefer you to not do this because you're not like everybody else. Growing up as well, as a kid, I was getting bullied, talked about, teased, of course. And like I mentioned earlier, I get pushed to the side because of my situation. Don't even get a chance to, you know, prove whether it's playing sports or even just proving that I have a great personality. But my parents also taught me that we love you no matter what. And we're going to give you so much love that you won't go looking for love. You won't go missing love. Thank you. My friends as well, they tell me all the time, look, we got your back. Anytime you need a drum, we're going to bring it. I said, I'm 30. We're not playing no more. We don't need drums. But you know what's crazy? Today I did need a drum. And I'm actually going to play for you guys today. Is that cool? Cool. My friends and my family always told me, no matter what, stay true to you. No matter what people say, they don't know you, you know? And if they do, they don't know the real you if they have anything negative to say. I'm not a negative person. I also try to encourage others. I also try to put positive energy into others, even when I don't have it sometimes for myself. I'm human, y'all. How Mr. David Settle right here says sometimes he feel like he don't want to get out of bed. I have those days too. But the difference between him and mine is I know that they got people like David Settle and a lot more other people that's looking for my videos to inspire them to help them get out of bed. So, with that being said, boom.
You want me to put them on now? I thought you ain't.
You know what I'm saying? You always want to help me anyway.
You don't never let me do stuff.
I don't.
But now that we're in front of all these people.
Help me, Dave. Thank you. Boom. See, I'm not sure if you want to cut off the mic. It's going to get real loud. This is the part I was excited about, y'all. Just doing this right here. I'm walking around the house. Mama, look! When I also started, remember how I told you guys that my section leader did not want to help me, right? So she told me that I had to learn how to play their speed, and she was not going to help me. She started me off with this thing called the 5-stroke roll. My drummer right there, you know, with a 5-stroke roll. She told me to play it and be able to play it on their speed. So I went home and I practiced all day long. I messed up. Okay. Okay, here we go, let's go. Okay, cool. Right. Thought it was good too. I thought it was good. Thought it was great. I was faster than I was a week ago. When I went up to her and I told her, hey, I got it. Look what I can play. She said, what about the left? I said, what do you mean? She said, you played everything on the right. In order to keep up with us, you have to alternate. So back to the drawing board again. And once again, she did not want to help me, you guys. She did not. But here again, what's that word I be talking about? Faith. I had to. Because this was for me. This was for me. And then like 7% of it was to prove her wrong. Like, I love proving people wrong. I do.
I have faith that you're not going to fall down on this light, but I'm going to move it anyway.
Thank you. See, that's some faith right there, having it right there. Boom. So, once again, you guys, I went back and I had to practice. So when I had to alternate and use both, it was... So I went back and I say, what you say now? She said, that's just one rudiment. There's 100 and something of them. I said, Lord. But that didn't stop me though. That didn't stop me. And honestly and truthfully, till this day, she's one of my great friends. Because she knew and she saw then that no matter how much adversity was thrown my way, then I'm going to let it bounce off of me or I'm going to run through it. Regardless, I'm not stopping. I got to go through it. And that's the same thing for every single person. Every single person has some type of limit. But it's up to you. Are you going to let your limit stop you? I'm not. Y'all shouldn't either. My name is Trey Nubbs. Nubbs stands for never underestimate before belief.
Yes.
It's not just because I have nubs. They be like, okay, I know why they call you Nub. Do you? Okay. But that's what that's about, y'all. And on top of that, with all that adversity I've learned and overcame through band, it taught me how to overcome even more adversity and to be a leader and to be able to motivate, inspire, and at least, I'm not going to say all the way guide, but at least partially guide others to a better mind frame. Because that's where it started off at. Your mind frame. Your body can be 100% healthy or whatever, but if you have the wrong mindset, you already lost. If you already letting other people deter you from being great, You already lost. If you let somebody else convince you that what you're doing is wrong, you already lost. I'm not losing, y'all. At least I won't lose because of somebody else. If I'm going to lose, it's because of me, and I'm not accepting a loss. You only lose when you quit. You only lose when you quit. And as long as I got breath, I'm going to keep going. When I graduated high school, I had over $500,000 worth of scholarship money. One of the scholarships was to Jackson. It was. I didn't go to Jackson, though. I didn't go to Jackson. My mama said that's a little bit too far. So I went to Louisiana. I went to Southern. And hey now, whoa there. But look, every time I came out here to Jackson, we played you guys, I give you this. Mississippi showed me so much love. Even across the field, they showed me so much love. So no matter what uniform I had on, I was still getting love from Jackson, so I will forever love Jackson. Or Mississippi in general, for sure. But Jackson was the only place I've ever been, just to clarify that. But on top of that, to this day, I am a motivational entertainer. I'm not a motivational speaker. I don't just stand here and speak. I know I kind of, once you drop that music, I'm going to give y'all some dance moves too. But I'm a motivational entertainer. I want to entertain. I want to bring joy. I want to bring positive energy, life to other people. Because I can give you a message, but it's about, how will you accept that message? Not everybody accepts it the same way, but I do know everybody smiles the same. Everybody knows how to have good energy. So that's what I do as far as a motivational entertainer. I'm also a drum instructor. I have schools that I work with. I get booked to go fly and, do workshops with other drummers as well. But through all that, I still pass on my message, whether we playing with sticks or whether I'm teaching dance moves. Just be you. Be you. Unapologetically you. I can stand out here on the forefront and I'm not embarrassed of nothing. I love myself and can't nobody tell me nothing about that. And with that being said, I'm able to go so far. But people don't, not everybody, they ask me, what is your secret? Like, why are you always happy? Why are you, you have a reason to be? And I tell them, it could always be worse. It could always be worse. I just rather make it better by smiling and making other people smile as well. So when I do that, I'm not even thinking about the bad, because my cup is always half full, not half empty. But, and with that being said, play a little bit more right quick, if that's cool, child. That cool? All right. First time I've ever. Oh, you want me to turn up right now? Okay. I just come here to be able to let you guys know that no matter how old you are, no matter how young you are, no matter what you're doing in life, no matter what you're going through in life, just continue to push forward. Just continue to keep going. Even if it gets scary sometimes. You got to have what? Faith. What? Faith. I don't think I got faith. I ain't saying it like I got faith. Y'all got to have what? Faith. There we go. Energy. There we go. You got to have faith. When you have faith and you still moving forward, even if you fall, you're falling forward. You ain't falling backwards. And even then, most people get complacent. You're standing still. You make no progress when you're not moving. No matter if you're moving slow. Moving slow is better than not moving at all. Move forward. Take that step. It's never too late to chase your dreams. It's never too late to help somebody else chase theirs. And it's never too late to help somebody else put a smile on their face. So, last thing, and I want to hear it again, just because I want to make sure y'all got it. What's the word that we're going to be using from now on? Faith. What are we going to believe in? Faith. when we take this next step into our chapter, when we leave this room and we finna go ahead and be great, what do we have at the forefront? Faith. There we have faith. Thank you, everybody. Hey, there we go. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Hey, it's about the energy, man. It's all about the energy. Yeah. Hey. There we go. Oh, hey, yeah. Yay, thank you, everybody. Thank you.